Now, in the latest that we are tracking at this hour, a portion of the balcony slab of a four-story building fell in Virar on the outskirts of Mumbai, killing a 4-year-old child.
The building is located in the eastern part of Virar. The residents of the building were evacuated after the incident. Right, this took place, of course, late at night, and we'll try and get an update from our colleague Disha. But this is a tragedy that unfolded there in in dead of the night in Virar, where in fact this balcony portion of the balcony collapsed. Unfortunately, it claimed the life of a 4-year-old child, and we're waiting an update now on what the current situation is. Whether there are fears about on any other portion of building being unsafe, or is this just the balcony that was a concern? We'll try and get those updates from our colleague Disha. My colleague Disha Shah is joining us on the phone line. Disha, so what's the current situation? If you can tell us, structurally, is the building safe? Because we know that a portion of the balcony collapsed, but what about the building itself?
Well, Viren, as of now, according to the officials, what we know for the fact that the building is illegal, and of course the residents were evacuated last night after a portion of the balcony collapsed, and a 4-year-old child was also killed in this entire incident. The further investigation is underway as to if this building was illegal, why the residents did continue to stay, why there were no checks or frequent checks done by the building proposal department in concern of the corporation. So all of this is the investigation which is currently being taken. Of course, residents were evacuated. They were asked to stay out for a longer period of time yesterday because the officials were really seeing whether it is safe to move back or not. So that is something that is being investigated by the corporation as well as the police at this point in time. But what we know for the fact that apart from the child who died, there were no injuries or other casualties reported. And at this point in time, what the corporation is doing to certain other factors as to residents continue living there.
Absolutely. In fact, in the larger picture, there is this real issue of many of these old buildings in the city and in the suburbs being identified as dangerous for human habitation, but yet people continue to live there. The evacuation process is difficult simply because of the lack of options in terms of alternatives. Disha, thanks for joining us with the latest information.